Moyo joins me now on the news to speak more on this development. Moyo, for the upteenth time, another Nigerian is killed in South Africa. Beyond the assuring words by the South African High Commission, what is the Nigerian government doing to bring these to a halt?
At the moment, the Senate President yesterday also met with the South African High Commission, and they've actually sent strong warning to the government of South Africa on ensuring that the perpetrators are brought to book. The important thing about these attacks or these killings is because the South African government have not actually the jurisdiction at the moment has not, they've not brought anybody, nobody has been brought to court or being charged on xenophobic attack or killing of any Nigerian in the past. And if this can be done, if one person can be used as an example, it is certain that this spate of killings would actually reduce in their country.
Well, there are some who have even suggested cutting ties with the South African nation. But you spoke with the chairman of Nigerians in diaspora, Abike Dabiri-Erewa. What, according to her, are the concerns of the federal government and what way forward for the Nigerian country at this time? The
concern is still every country, the foreign policies tends to protect citizens of every country, and the concern of Nigerian government is to protect every Nigerians wherever they might be residing. And so the government of Nigeria is also very concerned about the killings. South Africa seems to be the only country where the lives of Nigerians are that much threatened. So the government is actually very concerned, and the effort at the moment is talks. Before we were allowed, journalists were allowed to speak with them. They had a closed-door meeting, and in the closed-door meeting, they said they came to a conclusion on ways to make sure that these killings come to an end or doesn't happen again. What they discussed, but we don't have access to, but we will definitely get to know what it is at the end of the whole. As the matter unfolds, we'll get to know what the discussion is. But the federal government is actually very concerned on this killings.
From that meeting, do we know what state the South African government is now in its investigation as regards the killings of Ndubuisi?
Okay, the High Commissioner said they now have access to the CCTV footage of the hotel. The hotel. A hotel I happen to know, and I know the level of security that is around that hotel. So it just leaves one wondering how someone will enter someone else's room and then strangle the person without the CCTV capturing what happened. Because we had a report from a tweet report from Abike Dabiri where she said that the police, the CCTV footage did not show anybody going into her room. But the High Commissioner has said we should not speculate. We should allow the police in South Africa to do their due investigation and come up with a report. As of Sunday, he said they had prioritized this particular killing, and they are assuring the Nigerian government and the Nigerian people, especially family of Elizabeth Ndubuisi, that they would bring the perpetrators to book.
100 Nigerians killed in 2 years. Nigerians would need just more than assuring words from the South African High Commission. Keep an eye on this development for us, and thank you for talking to us.